Hi, I'm Phil Constantine. On this episode of Travels with Phil, we are going up into the northwestern part of the United States to Sauk Mountain in the state of Washington, and specifically we're going to be going along the Sauk Mountain Trail. You're seeing some of this beautiful area up here, sometimes called the American Alps. So let me show you where we're at. We're going to start here to give you an idea of the location. That's the city of Seattle, up in the state of Washington. And up in the upper left-hand corner there, you see Mount Baker. That's a volcano up there, lots of volcanoes through here. And we're going into the Cascades, which are just east of Seattle, traveling through there. Coming into your view, I should say, here's the Skagit River, and there we are. That is Sauk Mountain. Now, some people say Sac, I usually say Sauk. This is the trailhead right here. I'll show you more about that in a little bit. That's the trail itself. Those are the famous Sauk Mountain Trail switchbacks. When you get to the top, which goes up about 1,000 feet to get there, you hit the saddle and see a different side of the mountain up there. And this area is just filled with beautiful scenery and all kinds of things to look at up there. Sauk Lake on the right-hand side. So you go up the North Cascade River, number 20, 7 miles east of Concrete, about 6.5 miles up a one-lane road, which does have a couple of turnouts, very dusty, and the trailhead has room for about 25 vehicles. It gets very busy. Beautiful views. There's maybe one table there, one toilet, no water that I remember, but it does get cold there during the wintertime, so keep that in mind. So let's hit the trail out here and see what we can see.
Travels with Phil on the Sauk Mountain Trail, or the Sauk Trail. Skagit River actually. It rhymes with gadget, Skagit. Northern Cascade. And to give you an idea what the trail is really like, you can see the zigzags up there. Clouds are starting to come in a little bit. This is not too far from Rockport and Marble Mount. Lots of really nice wildflowers. Some very large butterflies up here, but they took off. There's a few in front. Larch trees, all kinds of stuff out here. Very nice view. Travels with Phil. You are looking at the view on the Sauk Mountain Trail. This is from the saddle. 25 switchbacks up. Skagit River, rhymes with gadget. Lots of wildflowers out here. In summertime, that's one of the draws. Other than just the regular old pretty view. Still see snow out here. That's the Northern Cascades. Or the American Alps, as a couple of the signs I've seen out here say. And that's the Sauk Seattle Reservation out there. Or something sounds sort of like Seattle, not exactly Seattle. Travels with Phil. Sauk Mountain. Sauk Trail. Back to you. July 11, 2017. In the Northern Cascades. This is Sauk Mountain. Toward the very, very top of the Sauk Mountain Trail. That's Sauk Lake down there, S-A-U-K. Those are the Northern Cascades in the National Park over there. This is just on the edge of it. Yes, it is July 11th. Yes, there is still snow on the ground, so we're at the higher elevations. The trail here is roughly 4.5 miles round trip. I believe it said it was about a 1,400 foot elevation gain. I know that on the switchbacks on the other side of the saddle there were 25 switchbacks. That's a lot. Pretty steep. You can see over there the far peaks. Clouds are just sort of forming around the top of them. Down there's the lake. Really pretty color. bluish green. More blue than some of the mountain lakes you'll see, which tend to be a little bit more green. Very beautiful spot. Not too far from Marble Mount and Rockport, Washington. And probably, I think the sign down on the freeway said it was about 40 miles or so to Interstate 5. And we're east of that. Travels with Phil, back to you.
The Cascade Butterfly Project monitors butterflies in the area. Here's some I found on the mountain with some flowers too. And here are the flowers I saw out there that I told you about. I just love this group of flowers in the shape of a heart. I thought that was really nice, and that's exactly the way I saw it out there. So enjoy these flowers. So this wraps it up for my trip out there, and I was still again surprised it was July. But there was still snow everywhere up there. Now I realize how high it is and how far north it is. But being from the south or the southern part of the country, it's still always a little surprising when you're out in these areas and it's in the summertime and there's still snow up there on the mountains. So I do love my panoramas. So I'm going to wrap this up with a view going out as we go back down the hill, back down the so many miles, down the beautiful trail and the beautiful country. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.